and Live to Give back to reality. Day 3 kicked off the game into high gear. At the challenge, Marquise pulled the yellow buff and was sent to Exile Island. The merge tribe was divided into 2 groups: Brett, Renzo, Kim, Karen, and Steve on one tribe, and Ryan C, Noah, Ryan W, Chapman, and Corinne on the other. Ryan C and Renzo won the challenge together, protecting themselves among their separate tribes. At Exile Island, Marquise was given the choice of safety or power. His idol made him feel safe, so he chose to take power, earning the ability to vote at both tribal councils. Kim and Renzo, having just voted incorrectly at the last tribal, worked to connect with Karen and Brett. Continuing his strategy of playing the middle, Brett debated whether to vote out wildcard Steve or vote out the jury threat, Karen. Forced to turn on people he wanted to work with, Chapman looked to Ryan C and Corinne to take out a big player. Ryan C's idol was the talk of the town, scaring Noah and Ryan W into voting for their close ally, Corinne. Emotions flowed, some fake and some real, leading into tribal. At tribal council, Marquise surprised both groups with his presence. Brett, Karen, Renzo, and Kim took the safe route, voting out tribe dad, Steve. But Chapman and Corinne saw their sneaky blindside foiled as Ryan C voted for Chapman, sending Corinne home in a shocking 3-2-1 vote. How will Chapman, Ryan C, Noah, and Ryan W process what had happened? And how will the final 9 make their way to the end? 9 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Yeah, no, Karen.
Karen, yeah. Oh, group hug.
You know what? No.
We got your back. We got your back.
I think we just, I'm sorry, I didn't like beat you across the face
No, you're
with
good.
that.
I didn't even think I was going to start crying.
I know, but here's the thing.
I'm not hungry.
Renzo was honest with you.
Yeah.
Brett and I were both honest with you. Steve 100% thought Brett and I were going to vote you.
Yeah.
But for your game, for my game, for your game,
It's just,
it made sense.
yeah.
We had
And
to
I
do it.
hope that
so.
shows that you can trust our words.
You guys had my backs. I have your backs, like 100%.
Like I said at Tribal, there's no place to hide when you only have 4 or 5 people voting. The fact that all of us kept our word, did exactly what we said we were going to do, it solidified us big time. I already know I'm at the bottom of the alpha males. They will vote my ass out so quick, but this group were the outsiders. You should be totally afraid of the people on the outside, because if they band together, they are going to come out ahead. And that's exactly what we did. So, we are officially the Potato Chip Alliance.
Like, I have a lot of insecurities growing up. People were calling me weak. So me winning an immunity necklace was something.
You're not weak.
Yeah,
You are
proven,
not. If anything.
You are not weak.
Yes. Oh my
And
God.
Keep proving them wrong, because you've been crushing
you
it.
call up all those people and say, hey, by the way, you might want to tune in to Live to Give to show you
Yes.
how weak I am.
That's
You know?
The 4 of us kind of had a discussion, and we locked in our final 4 Potato Chip Alliance. If you know, you know. And I don't know, I feel good about it. I've been trusting Karen and Kim this entire time. Renzo, I'm a little less sure about, so I'm cautiously optimistic that this 4 can actually work out. I think we all are underdogs compared to a lot of the alpha males here. I think we all agree we have to get out Chapman. I think we agree that the Ryans have to go.
Flush some of those idols,
I
though.
don't know.
Well, I mean, we'll have to see what happens at this
Yeah,
tribal,
let's
but-
see what happens at Tribal. I don't want to make that decision right now.
Okay.
But in the meantime, okay.
But we
How
have
should we
Should
do
we start
pairs?
with that?
Should we do
Pairs
pairs?
is a good
Back
idea.
We can go
Just
in
for-
first. Courtesy of Live to Give, we had a solid 20, 25 minutes, whatever it was, to go idol hunting because we figured either there was a merge idol or a pink idol that had gotten re-hidden. And we started looking and oh my God, we're out here with sticks. There's bugs and spiders and frogs and all over the place. But we were not going to give up.
So gross in there. I can't imagine anyone flying a fucking thing.
I know, I was thinking about that too, but we have to be able to reach it. Yeah. We're the challenge beasts here. We're gonna clean up.
We're the alpha male.
We're the potato chips.
I mean, if you're given a choice, potato chip or alpha male?
Potato chip. Alpha male's not my style.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding?
Oh!
Oh my God! Oh my God! What were you thinking? Oh my goodness. Sure enough, they tell us, oh, only a few minutes left. We gotta head out. Karen turns around and there is the idol at a tree. We've already agreed we're going to play it on whoever needs it. We hear a name going around, it's getting played on them. But Karen's holding the idol. 4 of us know about it, and that is it.
Yeah, just no one outside this
Nobody
floor.
outside this door. And if we hear about it from somebody else, someone in here leaked.
Yeah.
Can you slide it off there?
Oh my God.
Oh my
Good
God.
job, Karen.
Karen, I am so excited. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for us.
We were just about to give up hunting for this idol, and then very last minute, I found it in some trees, like right next to our camp. So it's crazy nobody had found it yet. Congratulations, you have found the official To The Bridge Foundation Hidden Immunity Idol. With this idol, you will now have an additional security blanket in the game. Choose wisely what you do with this idol because it could truly change your entire game. So excited! I'm gonna try and flush Marquise's idol. Like, obviously the events will go on.
I don't think he knows yet.
I told him.
Oh, okay.
I did. Yeah, I was telling everybody.
Oh, she
I didn't
just
know
told
if you
me,
guys
yeah.
knew that. Yeah, Corinne told me like last round or 2 rounds ago. So.
Oh wow, I never knew about it. Like, see, even like the alliance I thought I have, it's not even sharing information.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't tell you?
It was definitely found like as a group, but would like to use it on myself. I do feel like I'm a target, so it would be nice and to have this used on myself. I feel like it, you know, my name's out there already. I see so much more life for me in this game. I really felt like it was going to be over soon, so this just I feel like changes everything.
So tribal council just concluded, and Corinne went home, which is a shock to me because Ryan C and I had a very solid plan going into that Noah would be the one who was going home, and not only did he vote out Corinne and didn't tell me about it, he also wrote my name down and put me at risk of going home, and now he makes me look like a fool to Ryan W and Noah, who think I was trying to blindside them when it was Ryan C's plan. Ryan C was the one that was pushing for Noah. He wanted Noah. So and now he's walking away with immunity. He has an idol still. He's in good hands with, Ryan W. and Noah still, and I look like a complete ass. That was something that we came up with together, and I was at his, kind of like his discretion, because I knew he wasn't going to put the idol on me, so I was going to vote with him. And I told him I would be fine with any of you, just to save myself, and that's what we came up with. So I'm confused now because I feel like this looks good on you and this looks horrible for me because it looks like I'm the only one that lied to them when we came up with this together.
I have a lot of explaining to do, primarily to Chapman. Going into this vote, I was trying to think, how can I keep Chapman in the game while also keeping my hidden immunity idol? And we worked out a scenario where Chapman, Corinne, and I would all three of us vote for Noah, to vote Noah out. And as I was sitting there, I talked myself out of the plan to vote along with Chapman and Corinne, because there were a lot of big emotions at the camp, and I wasn't sure if they were genuine. And the emotions felt like over the top, and so I thought, are they putting on a show because they are going to vote out Chapman? He's 100% truthful. What he's saying, I'm not going to dispute anything that he's saying, and my wheels started spinning, and I started psyching myself out. When I got back to camp, and there were a lot of big emotions, and for some reason, I'm a terrible read of emotion, clearly, because a lot of the emotions, I was like, I don't know if these are genuine. I was like, there was this lingering concern that at the end of the day, that Corinne was going to vote with you two towards Chapman, which did not happen, clearly. Yeah. My thought was, if I cast a vote for Chapman, that burns to, at the moment, a 2-2 split between either Corinne or Noah. Assuming everyone else stuck to the plan, then Corinne and Noah would be in a 2-2 for the most votes. But I thought this way I could save Chapman for sure, because I don't know, I second-guessed myself is essentially what happened. I psyched myself out and thought, oh no, they are all going to go for Chapman.
I mean, that's just
self-preservation.
That wasn't an easy vote for us, and
yeah,
we shook hands, and
yeah,
I thought that meant something.
I know, I get that.
I learned Chapman and Ryan can't be trusted with a handshake. I think Corinne voted Chapman, and then Chapman and Ryan C voted for me. We should have just rolled the dice, I guess, and voted Chapman. Thought he was more trustworthy, I guess, going in, but I guess not.
Boys, bravo.
Yep, you pulled a fast one on us.
I don't know if
It wasn't like out of like malice or
No,
It's a game.
Hey, you played it well.
I'm shocked, I'm confused, I'm pretty pissed right now. I have a close bond with Ryan C, so he can tell me, you know, pretty much anything. I was kind of at his discretion for this vote because he wasn't going to play his idol on me, so I needed to vote with him. You know, I'm going to talk to him, but honestly, I don't know that I want to salvage it completely. He's a threat in this game. He's won immunities. He has an idol. So, if he doesn't have anything great to say to me, then I will be taking this to my other Mint tribe, and we'll take care of business.
Winona, come on in. Dinah, come on in. Getting your first look at each other's tribes. At the Edina Tribal Council, Corinne voted out. At the Winona Tribal Council, Steve voted out. And I will now bring in Marquise, returning from Exile Island, and 2 tribals. All right, welcome to the final 9. Renzo and Ryan C, can I have immunity back? First things first, drop your buffs that you have on right now and put on your merge purple buff again, please. You're back to 1 tribe of 9. All right, are you guys ready to get to the individual immunity challenge?
Let's do it, Brandon.
Let's do it.
All right, this challenge is called Night Moves. Each player will start out on our Live to Give chessboard, and you will only be able to move like a knight in an L shape. Once a tile is landed on, it will be flipped over and cannot be used again. Once you no longer have any moves, you are eliminated from the challenge. Last player left standing wins individual immunity and guaranteed a 1 in 8 shots at $5 grand. All right, individual immunity is back up for grabs. This challenge is going to require you to make many steps ahead of 8 other people. And for one of you, this could be a $5,000 challenge. Who would have thought a tiny little board game would come so in handy? The real question is, do you go after your ally or your enemy? All right, flip your tile. Kim, make your move. Marquise cannot move. Marquise eliminated from this challenge. Ryan W, make your move. Noah, you cannot move. You are out of this challenge. All right, next round. Ryan C, you cannot move. Brett, make your move. You cannot make a move out of this challenge. Ryan W, do you have a move? Ryan W cannot move. Karen wins individual immunity. Karen, congratulations. Come on up. Grab immunity. Immunity is yours. You've also won $25 to your charity on behalf of Live to Give Fans vs. Favorites vs. Famous Cast. For the rest of you, one of you will be the next person voted out of Live to Give back to reality. Grab your stuff, scramble, head back to camp.
It's a little sigh of relief. I know that Marquise, Ryan W, and Noah are 100% gunning for me because none of them have talked to me or tried to talk to me. I just know that I either have to keep winning immunity or I'm always going to feel nervous about going home because after winning this, I do feel like targets on my back and I want to trust the people that I'm with, but I'm also worried like, oh, when is the good time to get Karen out? So it'll be interesting going forward. I'm hoping I can for sure just get someone out that I know for a fact is against me.
Good job, Karen.
But I just started learning how to play chess like last year, so I was kind of excited to be like, okay, maybe I can like figure a way out. I kind of feel like I got a little lucky, but I'm just, it's a little sigh of relief.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with what you were seeing or what was going on in our head?
Well, I mean, like, you guys know what I got. Like, I got a power. Let me go to both tribals, vote at both.
I actually didn't know that was I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I went to both, got to vote at both.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know
No strategy, couldn't talk. Like,
Yeah.
I could only listen and then vote. So I voted for Corinne
Because you
what
read
it
the
sounded
room.
like from you guys was that she was going to be the one to go. So we do the challenge. Karen wins immunity. We get back, and the strategizing starts. Everyone's trying to clear up what happened at their individual challenges or individual tribals. So we get the story on that.
So we were like, kind of what we do, and then they were twirling that knife in the side. He like basically held a gun to our heads. I'm gonna pull the idol on Chapman if you guys vote for him. So we basically basically.
So they screwed you guys big time.
Yeah,
like
that one was pretty bad.
Made a snake ass.
But hey,
I'm not going against my gut on that stuff ever again. It was like 100% ride or die. I'm in. So Marquez and Noah just continuing the three nice tighter relationships that we had going into it. Marquez is doing a really good job socially right now.
so we had.
Did he show you the idol?
No,
So you guys just took his word and
we took.
Corinne's
word.
word. And then
Did she see
asked,
it?
She asked him.
I don't know if she saw it. She didn't
No,
say it, but
touche.
we took her word.
That didn't even cross my fucking mind.
Do we
But
flash my idol this time to get what we want done? And I will show it.
I think they're gonna target me now because
One-
I don't trust them.
One of the two of them has to go. The whole time people are talking, I'm like, let's just get to right now. I don't even care anymore. I just wanted to make sure that me, Noah, and Ryan W are still tight. We are. And it's time to figure out this next vote.
Corinne told me Marquise has an idol. Like, you knew? Yeah, so like, I just want like, what did he place it on somebody?
No.
So, I don't, but like, I promise you this fight is like tight and then us three.
It's time to stir things up. I got played with last round. I got f***ed over almost. So it's, you know, no more. I won't say no more nice guy because I haven't necessarily been nice in this game. But, you know, everyone is on the table at this point. So the first thing I did was, you know, I told everyone that Ryan C had an idol and that he didn't play it on me and that he voted me out.
Because like, if Marquise would have voted for me, I would have gone home.
Yeah, we're like huge arguments. And like,
Oh yeah.
and after winning this, I know that like the next year thing.
I was trying to go to your tile that you were on, and I got Brett blocked me.
Ryan C was wanting to talk to me and I'm like, nope, you can wait till the end because I have a lot of work to do before I go sit there and just listen to you apologize to me. So, you know, the start of a round was me and Karen kind of solidifying our group, and that's where I aired out all the dirty laundry. I told them what I wanted, so agreed on flushing Ryan's idol and voting all of us voting no out. So then after that, I kind of talked to Karen and we regrouped. Karen's my number one in this game. I would say that out of everyone from Mint that I've worked with and that I can trust, I can always like look at Karen and tell exactly what she's thinking, and I think we have, we just have a good connection. So I trust Karen. I think she has my best interest in mind.
I promise you, it will not be you. Let's stick to this vibe, and then the next one we can like work on our relationship with Renzo. Let me know we can make this all three together.
I've been good with Renzo since the merge.
Yeah, he told me that he'd rather have you than Corinne. So I'm like, okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would like to keep Chapman. Like, he really seems like he's on the outs, and he's been like with me since day one. So my ideal final four would just include at least me, Chapman, and Renzo, and then Kim or Brett.
Everything you just said, I don't believe.
Okay, here's the question.
I feel like they're still up to like some schemy lies.
Okay, wait, guys.
Yeah, come in.
Here's the question of the day. Ryan C has an idol? Is there anybody else?
Let's just get to right now. I don't even care anymore. I just wanted to make sure that me, Noah, and Ryan W are still tight. We are. And it's time to figure out this next vote. So I really want Ryan C out. I want all of them out. I don't trust any of them. I think they're snakes. I think they're schemy. I mean, worst case scenario is they have 2 idols. I think they do. I don't think they do either. I don't think they do either.
Okay.
I'm not worried about that. I feel like if they play one idol, we move all of our votes to the other person. I don't believe a word that's coming out of any of their mouths, so one of them has to go. Worst case scenario is they have 2 idols. In that scenario, I'm playing my idol. So I feel like I should be good regardless.
Have you guys
I'm trusting you guys.
The only way this is f***ed up is if they have 2 idols, which I don't think they do.
Between Chapman and Ryan.
Yeah, or even Karen might have it and pull it out for one of them.
Oh, that's
If one of them.
I don't know.
I don't trust any of them.
I'm at the bottom of the yellow people with Ryan W, Marquise, Noah. 100% I'm at the bottom with the Alpha Male Alliance over there. I don't know if that's their name or not. That's what they are. Bottom line is, if he has an idol and he did not tell me, he's not. I'm obviously not important enough to know about it. In which case,
I think we were all on the same page, but to me, it's been a little unpredictable with votes, and we'd rather have someone reliable who we know where their head's at. I feel like, plus it's hard when we've already voted him out.
Yeah. With the last round, the tribal and the voting, that I outthought myself and I should have stuck to my plan. Feeling a little bit like I have burned some people right now, and I'm feeling a little bit like my name is probably in a lot of people's mouths, and I don't fault them for that one bit. When we got down there,
Am I supposed to sign your name?
yeah, yes, so Chapman. Everyone knows that I was a vote for Chapman, despite telling Chapman I was not going to vote for him.
Yeah.
And so what happened was, there were 3 yellows. Noah and Ryan I knew were tight. I still wasn't sure about Corinne.
Ryan C, who was original Mint with me, ended up throwing a vote to Chapman, supposedly in order to preserve his idol, but then, Chapman didn't know that was coming, and then Corinne got sent home, and it was just like they could have had 3 votes on Noah. What's going on? Because I think if we get one of the 3 out, if you and Chapman have beef next round, because we need to vote one of them out.
I would agree with you.
If one of you goes, that's bad for everyone.
I would agree with that.
They're gonna f*** us all over.
Yeah.
Bleep that, please. I'm a teacher. Ryan and Chapman were mad at each other. My first thing I said to Ryan C was that he needs to put these feelings aside. He needs to make amends with Chapman, because we need to get another yellow out of here. Who would you talk to already?
well, I just talked to Chapman, and he filled me in on Yellow's tribal council, and he said it was a shit show.
It was a show.
Okay. So, what have you already expressed your who?
Maybe they should touch base quick, and then because I want to talk to you, and then
Okay.
And I did want to talk to Chapman.
Okay. And I definitely want to talk to you later.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Brett said that I picked up the chip and turned around and handed it to him. Wait, where did you get that potato chip? Right there off the ground. No, I had no contraband potato chips. I didn't sneak anything in. Myself, Renzo, and Brett came in last on who do you think will make it further in the game. So the 3 of us are already discounted as, non-factors to everybody else, apparently. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could flush out 2 idols and they're both played wrong?
Oh my god, I'm gonna do the thing. Do you think it's gonna be amazing if I whisper during the live tribal council to Marquise that after Ryan C plays his idol, I think you have to play your idol?
Yeah.
It's gonna be so.
Okay,
I'm
but
gonna do it, and
we potentially can be flushing out 2 idols at tribal.
A new Renzo has been born. So the options right now are all the alpha males. We have Marquise, Ryan W, Noah, and Ryan C. I need to have people at the end who I think I can confidently compete against. Like, I'm gonna betray you in this round.
His gun.
But he does have
He was rolling that thing
But he
around
does
like
have-
an
but he does-
AK over there.
Yeah, big time.
But so did you. I mean, I knew like when you were shaking my hand, you meant it, and it did crush me.
I learned who you could trust and who you can't real quick by handshakes not meaning anything anymore, I guess. Champ, I don't know anymore now. Like, we shook on something and then he backed out and did it. I know it's like head was to the chop block, but we shook and said he was safe. Definitely don't know if we're gonna trust him or shook again. So we'll see if handshakes really mean nothing to him or not.
Have you seen this idol?
Yes.
He
We all found it together. We did a
Okay.
group hunt. We found it.
I mean, I'll tell you, I'm not gonna vote you, so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna vote me.
I'll vote for you.
Do we
So
shake
you
here?
are not, or you are voting
I
for?
told you
oh.
I don't. Like, I
Do
don't
we
know.
shake
what-
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you I don't know.
Okay.
What
Promise me?
Yes.
Just- all right.
yes.
Are you
Good
voting
this-
for me?
No.
Can I get a handshake too? That's a lot of handshakes you're giving out
3 handshakes
today.
right
So
So no
be
more. No one else
careful.
come to me.
Yeah, right.
You know, I've already burnt the bridge with Noah. There's no way I'm gonna be able to rebuild that. I literally shook his hand and lied in his face and voted him out. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to fix that. So you know what? You know what I did? I shook his hand again. I lied to his face again. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going right now. I'm like obviously upset with him, but I haven't talked to him, so I don't know. I have no clue.
We shook. I'm giving you my word. I
you have my
didn't
word.
vote for you last
Yeah,
time. Like
you
I
guys
said,
have
I
done, you have
wouldn't.
done nothing wrong to me.
I am not voting for you.
So,
now.
Wait, and you know,
I am low-key running this game. I'm calling the shots. I'm telling who to do what, who to talk to who. The past few rounds have literally been a roller coaster built to crash. It has been insane, ups and downs, twists and turns, and it's just been a big chaotic mess.
Minnetonka, come on in. I will now bring in the members of our jury. Tyann, Chad, Kelly, Smiling Steve, and Corinne both voted out at the last respective tribal councils. All right. Well, first things first, Marquise, kind of explain to me, you had kind of an advantage last round and a disadvantage. You were obviously safe and moved 2-3 spots forward in the game. Kind of explain to me what happened when you got back to, I guess, the camp as a whole.
Yeah, so I'm super grateful to have had safety for those two tribals, especially that second one, which was Chaos. Getting back to tribal was just a lot of information to explain what happened. I still am a little bit lost on all of that. I've been just trying to go with my gut and follow my instinct and hope and wish and pray that I am making the best decision for my game. I think there was some funny play in the last round. Some threat of idols were thrown out, and had I been there, I'm not afraid of a threat of an idol. Show me that idol, and then we can talk about it. Don't tell me you do, show me you do. I wasn't there though, so now I've just got to go with the information that I was given and hope that I'm making the right decision now.
Chapman, last tribal, what I observed was a very, very emotional Corinne thinking it was a unanimous vote against her, and that is not the case. Marquise even said he's confused. Are you confused?
confused in the moment. There was some foul play. Corinne was not supposed to go home on my behalf. I felt obligated.
What do you mean foul play?
A little bit of a mess up, I would say.
Ryan sees the foul play?
I'll get into it.
Okay.
So I felt obligated to throw Corinne a bone. I feel like she threw me a bone at the tribal council where Chad went home. So I felt obligated to, pay her back, start over on a clean slate, and do what I could to, save her. So I felt that my back was against the wall a little bit with two green and 3 yellow. So I shook some hands, lied to some people, and I thought that my boy Noah here was going to be going home that tribal council.
And Ryan C, obviously you picked the pick your poison advantage, and Corinne did not get your vote. That's a very public vote. Chapman got your vote. What did you do when you got back?
I did a whoopsies. I think I got into my head. My ultimate hope was to save Chapman. I got into my head for the first time all weekend, and I started spinning, and I concocted a what at the moment seemed like a good way to save Chapman. Because here, my thought was this. My thought was, if they're all going to vote for Chapman, which, spoiler alert, they did not, me voting for him wasn't going to affect the outcome. So when I got back to camp, I was maybe a popular topic of conversation, but not a popular person to talk to. And I respect that. If that signals the beginning of the end for me, that's on me.
And Brett, let's kind of talk, I guess, about your tribal. What was it like to come back after your tribal as a group of 5 with Marquise also getting a vote?
When Marquise showed up, first of all, in perfect dramatic fashion, it was great. But I was like, when we found out he had a vote, it was very shocking. So at our tribal council, I think it still ended up being, it would have been what, like 5? I can't do math right now. 5-1 for Steve. So without even communicating, Marquise voted with the way we were voting. So I don't know if that means we've got some telepathy going on or if it was just luck, but definitely big game-changing factor to the game having Marquise with votes at both tribal councils.
And no, I mean, I clearly last tribal you, I think probably the most gave like Corinne a heartfelt goodbye, and you almost went home. How did you assess that after?
Yeah, I don't even think you have time to process it. It was a roller coaster of emotions. You went in thinking one thing, completely opposite started happening. I'm just happy to be here.
And Kim, so what happens? Obviously, you guys come back as a group after the immunity challenge. What does the camp look like, or what is the vibe? Is there still the conflict going on?
Yes, there was a lot of tension because they had their tribal after we had ours. So we were already back at camp. We were doing our thing, just hanging out, waiting for it. They came in and you could cut the tension with a knife. Something happened, something went on, but we didn't know what. And production, our handlers, literally went, okay, it's time, you guys can go ahead and talk now. And boom, every different direction, groups of 2s and 3s and 4s, and then switching.
And they speed dating now.
It was literally like 3-minute speed dating, and everybody had a story to tell. And it's like, okay, you guys are boring. You had a unanimous vote. But let me tell you about our tribal. and I'm sitting here listening to the stories. Now, of course, I want to hear it from everybody. I want to hear it from Chapman, because that's one side of the story. I want to hear it from Marquise, because he had that vote in there. I want to hear it from Noah. And they each had the same story with different pieces of it that stood out. I definitely tried to talk to Ryan, but Ryan was very popular and not popular
Which one?
At the same time.
Ryan C?
Ryan
Okay.
C. He was popular and unpopular at the same time. I think people kind of wanted to get the story from him.
I think is a good way to
What's that?
Trainwreck is a good way.
Okay, that would be good.
People
Yes.
wanted to look at it, but it wasn't a good.
Definitely a bit of a train wreck, but everyone wanted to get their piece of the pie with it, and it was one of the more chaotic endings to tribal councils that I've seen since we started.
So Marquise, you obviously come back with a plethora of information, probably one of the most, probably powerful rounds of this game. What did you do to proceed forward, and kind of how did you assess everything you had heard and also participated in?
So what I wanted to do first was go straight to that second team and figure out what happened, because I was just so lost and confused when those votes were read. I got, kind of like Kim said, like I got the same story, but different pieces of it stood out. I'm still very curious how the idol played a part in this whole thing.
What idol?
Ryan's idol. It's known knowledge. Ryan C has an idol.
Yeah, that was let slip accidentally.
By everyone, you or someone you told?
No, not anybody I told.
Was it used as part of a deal or a threat?
It was used as part of explanation. Yes.
Was it shown?
No.
Are you willing to show it?
I will in a few minutes.
That explains a lot.
And Karen, as obviously someone who has immunity and you hear all of this going around, what do you do in this round as a position in order to get further in this game?
I think for me, it's all about who I trust most going forward and who I want to move forward with me as well. I think it all just comes down to trust for this one.
And Chapman, how risky is it to not talk to somebody in this game if even one conversation that someone comes up to Karen with could potentially be a game-winning conversation?
It's definitely risky. I've done it a time or two and didn't feel super good about it. I think that first merged tribal council, there was like 3 people I didn't speak to, so super uneasy about that one. But with how fast the game goes, you know, there's some conversations that don't need to be had with certain people. So I'm gonna make sure you're touching base with,
at all.
Yeah, at all.
Marquise, you have something to
I just think that's really interesting. We're like still pretty early on in the merge, and I think it's pretty bold to say that you feel like there's certain people that you don't need to talk to.
No, not like that. So what I was saying was with such a small amount of time, if I know that I don't think someone is voting my way, I would rather talk to people who I think would potentially, you know, want to vote in my direction and not against me.
And Ryan C., what do you need to happen at this tribal? I feel like a lot of the aura came over you. What do you need to happen at this tribal in order to get through to the next round?
I mean, what would be ideal is if like Marty McFly came down and gave me a time machine to turn back time a little bit and undo and not do the moves that I made. But since that's not going to happen, I guess my hope to get, you know, to move my game along for my charity is to get through this and then hopefully go about the work of attempting to mend and repair the trust and some of the fences that I broke. And if I'm not able to do that, that's on me, not on the people that I broke it with.
All right. Oh yeah, Kim?
Am I able to ask a question?
Absolutely. I opened it up.
Missed mine. Did I miss anybody else?
I missed mine.
Still not use his item. I think someone. Oh, jeez.
Enzo, put it.
They want us to take the these way.
Fucked up.
Okay.
Are y'all finished? Can I come back? Okay. All right. We will get to a vote. Karen, you're up.
Definitely nervous about this next one. Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen right now.
Time to start praying.
After last tribal, gotta do it.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
That'd be me. 'Cause I feel like if I didn't play it at this point, that would mess up whatever just went on behind me, so.
Looks pretty real to me. Want to bring it up? This is not fake. This is the Rogers Lions Club Hidden Immunity Idol. Any votes cast for Ryan C. at this tribal will not count. All right, I will read the votes. First vote. Ryan C. does not count.
Ryan C. does not count. Ryan C. does not count. There's still no votes for anyone. Noah, that's 1 vote Noah. Renzo, that's 1 vote Noah, 1 vote Renzo. Noah, that's 2 votes Noah, 1 vote Renzo. Noah, that's 3 votes Noah, 1 vote Renzo. The next person voted off of Live to Give, and 6th member of our jury, Noah. You need to bring me your torch. Noah? Try to slip in. Tension, Whisper, Idols. Pretty deadly combo. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
I got pretty far. I'm proud of where I got. You know, at the end, there's 2 people I could trust, and I think they had my back, and Marquise and Ryan. But I guess everyone else that didn't really have the word they said, which sucks, but happens. And I learned that it's tough to play this game, and you don't know who you can trust. You try and get those people, but like someone could be saying one thing, and the next minute they're telling someone else something else, and who knows? It's chaotic, and you just try and hope you play your best. And I think I played the best I could, and I'm proud of where I got. But it sucks to not make it all the way and win that for my charity.